Hi, I'm Sammy Vidal.
And I am Mr. E.
And guys, you are joined here for High Pitch Q Reality Radio's Live Lobby Season
3, Episode 3. And next up, we have Shani Cherry.
Live Lobby, Episode 3. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Shani Cherry.
Hello.
Hi.
Miss Shani.
So right now, obviously, please tell us who you are, where you're from, and just one little fact about yourself.
Okay, so my name is Shani Cherry. I am a singer. I'm originally from Swindon, currently living in Streatham.
South London.
Yeah. And I don't really know what else to say. I'm stuck in the intro thing. It's kind of like,
Shall we just skip to the song?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah? Let's go where you're comfortable. Go on.
Yeah. My guitarist at the moment has been ill, so it's just going to be an a cappella piece. So hopefully this goes right, because it's going to be weird without him. Okay, so this song, just so if anyone's wondering, it's called You. So, I think it's time I took some time for you. I think it's time that I look after you. You've been neglected lately with all the craziness going on. I haven't spent some time with you in a while. I haven't looked after you the way I need to. It's about time I invest in you. Don't forget to love yourself first. Don't you ever put yourself last. 'Cause no one's gonna love you more than you. Don't forget to love yourself first. Don't you ever put yourself last. No one's gonna love you more than you. I'm so proud of who you've become. I can't believe all the things you've overcome. I'm saying that to anyone who's come through their hard times, 'cause I'm proud of you. Oh, I know I wouldn't be standing here today if it wasn't for those who loved me when I didn't love myself enough. Oh, enough. But now it's time to spend some time loving me. Loving me. Loving me, loving me. So don't forget to love yourself first. Don't you ever put yourself last. 'Cause no one's gonna love you more than you. Don't forget to love yourself first. Don't you ever put yourself last. 'Cause no one's gonna love you more than you.
Wow.
What?
I ain't done this in a long time.
Wow.
I've not done this in a long time.
Wow.
Wow.
You got vocals, you know?
Yeah.
Wow.
And the guitarist wasn't missed. No disrespect to the guitarist,
No,
but your guitarist
no.
wasn't missed. That was incredible.
Well, I'm glad, because it's really weird doing it without him.
No, that was.
That gave me shivers. Like I've got goosebumps. Like literally. like they came out and then now they're like, oh, I'm shy, and they come back inside. But oh my gosh, like what? Like your vocal, like.
So what was that song that you sang about? Was it original as well?
Yeah, so I wrote that to myself about February last year. I was going through some really bad anxiety, depression, like I was also dealing with like a really bad breakup and all this kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And I was trying to write my new EP, which was The Queen of Hearts, which actually came out in October. Which is on all streaming platforms. And,
Plug that one in.
you have to though, don't you?
Of course, very subtly done by the way.
So it was just a case of I was trying to write, like, the main song that everyone knows out of mine is one called Next to You, which is very much like very love song, you know, very slow jam. So I was trying to kind of do like a new version of that, you know, and I got stuck and I could not figure out why I couldn't write this song. And then I kind of realized, well, I'm not really taking care of myself and I'm not putting the energy into myself I'm supposed to. So I actually kept the first 4 lines the same and then switched it to be about myself. And I can't lie, I basically spent the most of the time crying as I was writing it, like all these realizations, like, oh my God, I just have not been taking care of myself. Oh my God. And it was just insane. So it kind of gave me a lot of therapy, basically, like the whole EP did, really. And it didn't really kind of kick into effect probably until December, to be honest.
Okay.
So that's really when all of a sudden, I just don't know what it was, but I just snapped. And I was suddenly like, hold on, what am I doing? I'm amazing. I'm wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I really then started like basically living this song. And that's when I really started like performing it. And then sometimes I'd perform it and people cried and I was like, yes, feel those words. Because it just means that like someone else has obviously resonated with something that I felt myself, and it kind of makes you feel a little less alone as well. And since then, like my whole life is just like 180'd and I'm like super happy and I feel like nothing can bring me down. And I'm just like wonderful and happy. And as I mentioned somewhere, like now I'm 5 months pregnant and ridiculously happy. So now it's also a case that I have to make sure I keep that mindset for my baby, you know, because that is what I want my baby to like encompass. And just, you know, the dad's amazing. He has similar like issues with like anxiety and stuff. So if anything ever like comes up, I can talk to him and I might feel like I sound a little crazy, but he will never make me feel like it. He will just be like, right, let's get to the root of this. Let's get to the, like, what do you want to do? What can we do? And then that's it. And so everything has just, since putting myself first and being like, you know, actually, I really love me, so I'm going to actually start acting like it, everything else has fallen into place.
That's amazing.
So it literally, as soon as, like, I was, no, I'm living for me.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, that's the thing. It's. I just want to say first of all, massive congratulations.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Obviously, on being 5 months, and obviously that song in itself, it's a beautiful song and so inspirational and inspiring as well. And it's one of those things that I think in the modern world that we're living in, there needs to be music like that, and there needs to be things to lift people up, especially during this down season. Obviously, like World Cup and stuff like that.
I like that.
It was
Can't compare that to the World Cup, mate.
I'm just saying there's some sad things going on in the world, all right?
It's
Mate,
true.
some people are very devastated. I understand.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, do you know what I mean? Sadness comes in all shapes and sizes.
Indeed.
But let's talk about a happier subject. So, for example, you mentioned before your EP.
Yep.
All right, and you've just released it. You said in February.
No, so I wrote it last year in February. I released it in October.
Right.
But now that I'm obviously like living this song, I'm kind of really working on this song because I've kind of noticed actually how special it is. Because originally it almost didn't make the EP.
No.
Because I had issues with my producer and he's in America, so trying to obviously conversate and trying to get on the same kind of page was very, very difficult. And we basically had to agree on, he was going to give me the stems for the tracks for 3 songs and I had 7. So I was like, okay, so I went through, I was like, well, this one I'm not happy with my vocals, so we'll scrap this. This one was this one was that. And it was really, really hard. And this one I thought, do you know what? If we strip it and we make it acoustic and we just put it on as an acoustic song, we can make it happen. So we tried it. I wasn't completely convinced and it ended up being amazing. But even when I wrote it, we were already recording the EP. So it wasn't originally for the EP in the first place.
But it did obviously make it onto the EP.
Yeah.
Right. So because that song had to be on the EP, I would be very upset if it wasn't
Absolutely.
on there.
And now it's just sort of like taken over, to be honest. It's like
got a
now
life.
Yeah.
Life of its own, isn't it?
But it's so funny, like it just came, it was the one that was the least planned, the most likely to probably get scrapped, and yet it was the main one that we're like, actually, do you know what, I feel like it needs to be on here. And now it is, and now it's just
And isn't that just the beauty of life, right? It's always like the stuff where you're like, oh, I've got it all planned out. Yeah, I know. It's like A, B, C, D.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, X. And you're like, oh, okay. that was random, right? But no, like, the way you perform that song, every word is so meaningful. Like, even if it's like an and in that's like it extends, it kind of like grabs you and it's like, I want you to feel that extra connection. Do you know what I mean? Like, just stunning. I'm all in my feelings now, honestly. As you can tell, I'm like
So you got her up all in her feelings.
Honestly,
Just like Drake.
I'm just really glad that like people are connecting to it, because like I said, it's for me it's important that like I've realized on my own that I'm not really alone, and the fact people can relate to that song and that I can see them, it have an effect on them. I'm just like, this is what I do music for.
yeah.
You know, this is like the most important thing, for people to be able to hear something and go, do you know what, I needed that. Someone turned around to me before and said, I didn't even know I needed that song. And she was like, and I needed it. You reminded me of a bunch of stuff I didn't even think about. And she was like, and you just woke me up. And I was like, wow, not what I was expecting at all. But hearing it, I was just like...
But as you said, it was very much a journey for you creating that song, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So the fact that it's impacted you so much in its creation, it should impact everyone else.
I think
In
it's
the same
actually
way.
become like probably the most special song I've ever done.
There you go.
Would you say that is your favorite song on the EP, or are there others that have maybe, you know, oof, ah?
When I was recording, there's a song called Circles, and that's like my breakup song. That
Okay.
one I had a lot of fun recording, like just little tricks we were playing around with, like vocally and stuff like that. So that one was like, that was always going to be like, that's the song that's going on there. Like we were thinking about doing that as a single, and obviously after Issue of the EP we didn't actually release any as singles. We just kind of dropped the project and I got overwhelmed with life. But, so that one I really love. I know you guys had Lemsey on before. He's on one of the songs on the EP. And I love the vibe of that song.
Yeah.
So that one.
We love Lemsey.
I just
Yeah.
like
Yeah, we love them.
like just the smoothness of it.
Yeah.
And then there's another one which to me was quite important. It's called We Won't Follow, and that is basically, I like to call it like my anti-Trump song, because all the stuff that he
Sorry.
I didn't like the fact that he was kind of making like racism okay
Yeah.
in some people's eyes. So I was like, do you know what, there's a lot of things I don't agree with, and I kind of have an issue with the fact that people are separating so many races, and I get the fact like white privilege and stuff, like it's a thing first and foremost, like let's not lie, it's a thing. But if you don't kind of speak up about it just because you're not like suffering or whatever, then it's kind of stupid. Like what's the point in being able to have that voice if you then can't use it for things
True.
for other people as well? Like if you can get heard but someone else can't, say something. So I was like, you know, I was a bit scared about doing it, because I was like, what if people like look at it and they're like, oh, why is she trying so hard? And on top of that, like my baby's Nigerian, so like they might just be like, they might really just be like, what? Like, why is she trying so hard, kind of thing. And it's not even that. It's just I genuinely have a lot of friends from other cultures, and I don't like when they're being judged on things they shouldn't be judged on. Like I don't like it. I don't agree with it. So I kind of. Basically, every song on there kind of had like a little therapy for me, or something that was bothering me and on my mind. So I kind of made sure that I kind of touched on all those subjects.
Yeah, I was. Go ahead. Okay, cool. All right. I was gonna say that I love the fact that you've put like a message behind every single one of your tracks as well, and obviously the message you want to get through to people, and obviously there's a deeper meaning behind it. Unfortunately, we are actually running out of time, and we had so much that we wanted to talk about. 15 minutes go so quickly here. But just before we go, please do give us your socials and where people can find you, maybe where you're performing next and stuff like that. Please, we want to know.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really planning to do any shows or many shows.
Of course.
They will happen, but if they do happen, you'll find them on my socials, which everything is Shani Cherry, so SHANI, and then cherry like the fruit. So just search that and you'll find me.
And guys, please make sure you call her Shani.
Yeah.
Yes, Shani.
I nearly got my face ripped off earlier, and I was a bit scared.
Not by me.
But no, no.
Of course not.
No,
No.
she's lovely. She's
But
lovely.
let me just add, she's absolutely stunning, as beautiful as her amazing voice.
Yes.
And thank you so
getting
much for
shy.
gracing us. Like, literally, I'm in awe, basically. That's why I'm just saying, like, kind of quiet here, like two-liners. But yeah, stunning. Thank you so so much.
No, thank you so much for coming in. Seriously.
That's a round of applause, people.
That's it.
Yo, 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 yo! What time is it, please?
It's time for the jam, people.
Oh boy, this is the live lobby jam. This is where the moment. I don't even know.
No, this is the moment. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. This is the time, the place. This is the jam. Hype HQ Reality Radio. We ain't playing no games.
We ain't playing no games. What we got? We have got some superbulous, magnificent, amazing.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
I love that. Come on, give me some names, man.
So we have some awesome people up in the studio with us. We have Shani, who's just performed with us as well.
Wait, say it right now. Don't be saying it all wrong. Shani Cherry.
Oh, okay,
Get it right. Get it right. And we have the listen, this man is all kinds of sides. All kinds of aspects. Huh? All kinds of delivery. Huh? What? He's a host.
Okay.
Huh? He's an event organizer.
Okay.
He's an artist, a hip hop artist.
Tell him who he is. Tell him.
Peter Rhymer.
Okay.
You get me, no. And. Say it again. All right. Okay. And we have Rima. Who?
Echoes.
No, you got to do that right.
That's why I get
No. Rima. Echo.
Oh no. No.
There's no S.
No.
Say it loud. Say it loud. Say the no loud. Ah! Okay. We have Rima. You listen, that was a masterpiece. Last but not least, we have the musician extraordinaire who has given his time up today at the live lobby, and his name is Marco. Let it be known, Marco. Introduce yourself. We're gonna start with you. Introduce yourself, Marco. Say something, Marco.
Hi.
Oh my days! After
He speaks through his music.
wait a minute. Did you hear that delectable voice right there? We're gonna give it up. Make some noise, the beautiful. Introduce yourself.
I am, and everybody should know that I am Miss Rima Echo.
Give it up for Mr. All Sides Extraordinaire.
Oh my days, Peter Rhymer on the mic. Check it out, all the socials, Peter Rhymer, always promoting.
Boom, shaka. And the beautiful, delectable, delicate, beautiful. Oh, I can't. Are there any more words? Sensational. Oh, that was beautiful. Sensational. Give it up and introduce yourself, my lovely.
Shani Cherry.
Oh, sweet. And can we mention there is a little person?
Oh yeah, so Shani Cherry and Bump.
I love that. Shani Cherry and Bump. Okay, this is the moment, guys. Now, nobody knows what to expect. The listeners are always enthused at this point because nobody knows. Take it away.
I know you're
Marco,
gonna dig
free.
this.
Oh, yeah. Take it away, Marco. Drum it up.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Let me step back.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. I'm at Colorful Radio with the Hype HQ and the team. I can say I've had such a time. Oh, baby, it's been such a dream.
It's been such a dream. It's been such a dream, yeah.
Yeah, cause music ain't words that I'm spitting on a track. I'm expressing all my feelings which are personal and facts. I let my heart and soul take full control, cause this is real music, which you need to know. It comes from a place which is full with so much pain. This is heart attack music, which you can't restrain. You can talk all you like, but it's never gonna change my mentality, cause I'm thinking outside the cage.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Been such a dream.
Yeah, check it out. Yo. Without music, yo, I think I lose it. My mind would go crazy because it really starts to conflict with the thoughts in my mind. Stress trying to pull me down, but I stay on my grind. Because as a black man, you need to understand things will never be even like a dodgy tan. We're stereotype as soon as people see us. And the fact we're rapping now doesn't help us. You're only facing the ignorant minds. Thinking that I'm not clever, listening to the lines. It's not just noise in my deep inner voice. I'm telling you how I truly feel like a kid's voice. Yo. Yeah.
Churchill moment.
It's been such a dream. I'm so glad I'm here. I really suck at
Radio, live, radio. Alright, let's go there again. Hi, I'm like that. And he's sweaty. Hi, I'm Sammy Vidal, and he's sweaty. No, we all sweaty, it's hot. Alright, 3, 2,
Yeah.